common time, cut time, regular time, double time, half time? Music theory time. Hi everyone, welcome to the Piano Keys. I'm so glad that you're here. My name is Marina and I am your best piano playing friend. I make courses and tutorials to help you level up in piano. In this video, I will do my best to not add to the confusion around all the concepts of time in music, including cut time, common time, double time, regular time, and half time. So, in order to explain these concepts, we'll also be touching upon some other things that are related. For example, time signatures, meter, pulse, conducting. There's a lot to talk about. So let's get started. First, let's talk about the word meter, or meter if you're British. Meter is the rhythmic pattern of grouping beats into measures, otherwise known as bars. If you're not sure what that means, check out my other music theory videos on my channel. That playlist is linked below. So meter is the pulse of a piece of music, and it is shown or indicated by a set of two numbers called the time signature. The time signature looks a lot like a fraction, but it's really not a fraction. There is a top number and a bottom number. The top number tells us how many counts are in each measure of music. So if there's a 4 on top, means there are 4 counts in each measure. That does not mean there are 4 notes in each measure, just 4 counts. So you can have lots of notes or you can have one note, but it all has to equal 4 counts. The bottom number tells us what kind of note gets counted as 1. Usually that bottom number is 4, which represents a quarter note. So if you see 4/4 time signature, that tells us that the top number, there are 4 counts in each measure, and the bottom number, each quarter note gets counted as 1 beat. 4/4 is also called common time and can be written like a big letter C. So whether you see 4/4 or C, they're both referring to common time, which is 4 counts in each measure, and a quarter note gets 1 beat. Now let's talk about the 2/2 time signature. So the 2 on top tells us that there are 2 counts in each measure. The 2 on the bottom says that each half note gets 1 count. Now, if you're not familiar with that concept, you might be a little confused. You might be saying, I thought quarter notes get 1 beat always. No, they don't. Only if we say that they do with the time signature. So if you see a 2/2, we also call that cut time, and it can be shown by a big letter C with a line going up and down through it. Cut time. Top 2 tells us there are 2 counts in each measure, and the bottom 2 tells us that a half note gets 1 count. So let's take a look at some written out rhythms in 4/4 and 2/2. First 4/4. We've got 4 quarter notes, a bar line, and then 8 eighth notes. So if I were to count that and clap it, it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'll do that without counting so you can hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4/4, and that's the rhythm that you see on the screen. Now, we're going to represent the same exact sounding rhythm in 2/2 time signature, and it looks like this. So you can see here, we've got 2 half notes, a bar line, 2 half notes, a bar line, 4 quarter notes, a bar line, 4 quarter notes. I'm going to count that and clap it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Here's what that sounds like without counting. 1, 2. Now, if you were listening carefully, you notice that both rhythms, the one in 4/4 and in 2/2, sounded exactly the same. So without counting, I'll clap the rhythm in 4/4, and then I'll clap the rhythm in 2/2, and you can compare. So at this point, you might be saying, all right, if they sound the same, what is the point of writing them differently? Well, it's very subjective, like many things in music. So let's talk a little bit about conducting. I think this will be the easiest way to show you the distinction between them. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. That's me, I'm the sponsor. Just want to remind you to click the thumbs up and subscribe. Go join my mailing list. The link is below. You'll get about a weekly email from me just letting you know something I'm releasing, a video or just some encouragement, things like that. And I have a Facebook group, which is also linked below. You have to answer all the questions and agree to the group rules before you join. And if you're interested in learning a lot more about playing the piano and about music, I have lots of courses for you that will help you with your technique, playing fast, playing well, understanding how to read sheet music, all that stuff. All right, let's get back to the video. So let's talk a little bit about conducting. So it's not just waving your hands around, although that's part of it. There are definite patterns to conducting. All right, so we start at the top. We go down for 1. This is 1. We go this way to the left, 2. To the right, that's beat 3, and then up is 4. Okay? So upbeat, downbeat. Downbeat is also considered beat 1. So if you ever hear the words downbeat, we're talking about beat 1. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is the strongest beat. It's like a falling motion. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 can also be kind of a strong beat in 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's never going to be as big a beat, as strong a beat as beat 1. Okay? Normally speaking. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can even hear it the way I'm counting. So I'm not just saying 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm giving 1 some emphasis. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 4, 4. Now, if I want to count in 2, 2, 2, or cut time, I still have my 1, and then I just have a 2. I have a downbeat and an upbeat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So here you see that there is just one big beat and one small beat in the measure. So if I wanted to represent a march, I don't know, like bum, 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 bum. Okay, so if I were trying to count that in 4, let's see, bum, 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 bum. Let me slow it down. Let's see, bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. You hear there's like one big beat and then a bunch of small beats. And if you're trying to march to that, it'd be like bum, 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 bum. So it'd be right, left, right, left, right, left. A little bit weird, right? But if we conduct that and feel it in 2/2, cut time, bum, 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 bum. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. We have more, the heavy beats happen more often. So many times marches are written in 2/2 or in cut time. Cut time can indicate that a song or a piece of music is on the fast side, but not always. Also, there are lots of times when a piece is written in 4/4, but it really feels like it's in 2/2. So it's pretty subjective. Now, sometimes people ask me, isn't 2/2 the same as 2/4? They both have 2 counts per measure. And the answer is no, that they're not the same. Because in 2/2, a half note gets a beat, and in 2/4, a quarter note gets 1 beat. That does make a difference when you're writing out music. And I'll show you here with the can-can. You can see that if I write it in 2/2, then I don't have to use the smaller subdivisions of the notes. And if I write it in 2/4, then I have to use smaller subdivisions. So 2/2, if it's a piece that goes pretty fast, it's easier to read than 2/4. The best way to learn how to count in 2/2 is just to sit down and do it. Take your finger, find a piece in 2/2, point and see where are the beats. Where's beat 1? Where's beat 2? Keep in mind that a half note gets 1 beat in cut time. All right, so now let's talk about half time feel and double time feel compared to regular feel. So I made a little drum track on my computer to demonstrate this concept for you. So here is what the kick drum sounds like. This is the snare sound. I'm pointing these out to you so that when we put them all together, you'll know what to listen for. And this is the hi-hat. So when we combine all of those in a regular feel, it's going to sound like this. You can hear that the bass drum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The hi-hat is doing eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the snare is on the 2 and the 4. Now, halftime, listen to that. The hi-hat is still doing the same thing, but now the other notes seem that they're spaced out even more than they were before. And here's double time. So the hi-hat is still doing eighth notes, but now the other two, the kick drum and the snare drum, are playing quicker notes. But the beat hasn't changed. So that's the beat. Whether you're doing regular time, half time, or double time. If you really want to hear a song that goes from regular time to halftime or halftime to double time, however you want to think about it, I'm going to link a song below. I'm not putting it in this video because I really don't want to get a copyright claim, but it's a song by The Police called So Lonely. You'll hear the difference from the verse to the chorus. The verse sounds more spacey, kind of like, I don't know, like laid back, I guess. And the verse sounds a lot more driving. If you stand up and like try to dance to the verse and the chorus, you'll see that your body moves differently. The song hasn't gotten any faster, but the feel has changed from like halftime to double time or that way. So go listen to So Lonely by The Police. I'm linking it below, and you'll see a very clear representation in music of changing the feel without changing the speed of the music. And really get up and move your body around, see what that feels like. Hopefully that gave you some stuff to work with. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you disagree, if you feel like there's a different way to explain this, I'm open to hearing it, because it's really, they're concepts. They're not like 2 + 2 = 4. There's a lot of different ways to think about things in music. Keep practicing, have fun, and I will see you soon. Bye. I was told there would be no math.